I want to devise a virus to bring dire straits to your environment. Crush your corporations with a mild touch. Trash the whole computer system and revert you to papyrus. I want to make a super virus.
Also, got to get some information out regarding the inappropriate actions, potentially unlawful actions, of Dr. Anthony Fauci. There's an article from Daily Mail that we've just seen that discusses an investigation into the NIH under Fauci's leadership. They were conducting experiments involving coronavirus more than a year before the global outbreak of COVID-19. They were doing so with this Montana lab in concert with the Chinese. Here are the key facts. In 2018, the NIH under Dr. Fauci infected 12 Egyptian fruit bats with a SARS-like virus called WIV1. That was at this Montana lab. The WIV1 coronavirus was obtained from the same Wuhan lab, which is suspected to be the source of the COVID-19 pandemic. The bats were acquired from a Maryland zoo, and the experiment was aimed to determine whether or not the virus would cause robust infection. The research found limited evidence of virus replication and concluded that the virus did not cause robust infection in the bats. But there are also key issues regarding funding and collaboration. The investigation revealed that U.S. taxpayer money was used for these experiments. Between 2015 and 2023, at least 7 U.S. entities supported NIH grant money totaling $3.3 million. That went to labs in China performing animal experiments. The research was a joint venture between the NIH's Rocky Mountain Laboratories and the Wuhan Institute of Virology, specifically with their collaborator Ralph Baric at the University of North Carolina. This has not come without substantial concerns and criticisms. The investigation was brought to light by a campaign led by a group called the White Coat Waste Project. They aim to stop American tax dollars from funding dangerous experiments that involve animals. White Coat Waste's founder says, quote, "Our investigation has uncovered the real-life horror story of how a shady roadside zoo curated experiments with an NIH animal experimenter and shipped off bats to a deadly government virus lab overseen by Dr. Fauci, which infected coronavirus that came from the Wuhan lab." The zoo from which the bats were sourced, the Kakaton Wildlife Preserve, has had a history of animal welfare violations. The public has responded to this information. The White Coat Waste Project is now using the Freedom of Information Act to request more details about these particular experiments. And of course, we will follow those as well. And this is why the individual single subject spending bills now are so important, because it gives us the opportunity to go program by program, line item by line item, to find where we're engaging in these inappropriate foreign collaborations, to force votes on them, to root them out.
Crush your corporations with a mild touch. Trash the whole computer system and revert you to papyrus. I want to make a super virus strong enough to cause blackouts and never